Guys, so we're making that pretty dress you've seen there, and we're using this chunky yarn, and as you can see, I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook, and of course a scissors, and yeah, a tape measure. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to make a strand that is going to be as equal measurement as your waist measurement or your hips measurement, either waist or hips. So be careful which one you choose over there, so that it cannot be hard for you. So first we're going to make that strand. I'm going to make my chains, and then yeah, I'll get back to you. So guys, I went ahead and made 26 inches for this strand. So make sure you do that. Make sure you confirm the length, and then later on this first chain here, I'm going to make a slip stitch like that, and then I'm going to chain 2 like that, and then I'm going to skip this first chain. On the second one, I'm going to make I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and then I'm going to yarn over again, pull through, and then I'm going to pull through all like that. I'm going to chain 1 again, skip 1, and then on the second one you're going to make a half double crochet, chain 1, 2 of them like that, then pull through all, chain 1, skip 1, and do the same thing here. Let's skip 1, this one, chain 1. We are at the end of this row. I just made my last puff here, and now instead of slip a knotting here, making a slip knot, I'm going to chain 1 as usual, and then in this part I'm going to make another puff, and then I'll continue doing it here and here and here. And also the thing that I've noticed with this stitch, the puff stitch, is shrinking. So make sure that this hip, this part, this thing, the skirt part fits you. Make sure you use the right measurements for it to fit you, because if you don't do that, you're going to start over. So as for me, I will increase on the sides to make sure that the hips actually can fit in this skirt. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. The original design doesn't have that, but I'll have to do that for the sake of not repeating. I'm going on, and then later I have to redo it, or to uncrochet it, then I crochet it again. So this is where we're going to make the changes. As soon as I finish the second row, I'm going to start making the increases, and yeah, I'll show you how to do it. So guys, I'm on my row 3, and I want to start increasing. I'm going to place a stitch marker here and somewhere here at the ends, at the hips parts, and when I reach that stitch mark, I'm going to make an increase. So right now, let me just let me put something that will mark these 2 parts, and then I'll show you guys how I increase. So I made my, I just put some yarn here. I didn't carry my stitch markers, so that's why. So I put some yarn here and this side too. So when I reach there, I will show you guys what to do. So we're almost at this stitch marker, that rope that I've marked my pin. Stitch marker, that rope that I've marked my pin. Kila kitu. Yes, like that. And on that stitch marker, you're going to make 2 of these. So like that, one as usual, another one, and then make then one on the same seam. We're going to make 1, 2, and then like that. So I've made my increase, and you're going to do the same thing at this point here. On my next row, I'm not going to increase, I'm just going to make a normal row. Then on the other row that follows the next row, I'm going to increase. So I'm going to make 1 increase, the other row no increase, the third row an increase, like that. For at least like 3 rows of increase, then let. So guys, as you have noticed, on this row I did not increase. This is the row that I did an increase, as you can see here. But this row I did not increase, but on this part, on this mark, this place we have marked, I'm going to have an increase here. And also I've marked this other side, I'm going to have an increase also here. So guys, what can I say? This one we have made an increase, this one we have not made an increase. On the other row, that's the one that I'm making right now, I'm going to increase, and then on the next row I won't increase. I'm going to do that for 4 more rows. Yes, let me say 4 more rows. That means 3 increase and 3 not increased. And then after that, I'll just keep going on and make the skirt until I'm done with it. Then I'll show you the other part. So hi guys, I went ahead and did my skirt part. I did like 25 rows. I don't know, if you want to cover more space, just do more rows. And at the end here, I did some single crochet. So now I want to do the ruffle part down here, and I want to show you guys how I actually did it. So I went ahead and did 2 chains, and on this next stitch you're going to make the normal stitch that we were making. And instead of chaining 1, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, like that. And then you skip this one over here, and on the next stitch you're going to make the puff stitch, the normal puff stitch, like that. Like that. And then chain 3 again. Skip 1 on that, the next stitch we're going to make the puff stitch, and instead of chaining 1, chain 3, skip on the next stitch, do the puff stitch, chain 3, and then skip on the next stitch, a puff stitch, like that. Then chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to do that until, so yeah, at the end of this row you're going to chain 3 as usual, and then slip knot here, like that. Chain 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sorry. Then on this, make a puff stitch like that, chain 3 as usual. On this one, on that chain 3 you're going to make a puff stitch, chain 3, make a puff stitch on this chain 3 that you made down below, puff stitch like that. And yeah, keep doing that for the row until you reach here, and then yeah, I'm going to show you guys. You're going to make 2 more, this one and another one, and then after that you're done with the start part. This part to this part, the half sides. So I'm going to chain 2 like that, and the same space I'm going to make a puff stitch like that. Then after that we chain 1. Yes. Okay, Papa. Number 2. Then make another puff stitch here. Make another. So make another puff stitch like that. Pause kidogo. Pause kidogo lakini. Okay, at the end of this row, I'm going to chain 1 and turn around. So in the next 3 rows, we're going to do a decrease. So you're going to turn around like that. And then on this first row, instead of making a puff stitch, you're going to make a single crochet like that. And then on this, on the next space, you're going to make a puff stitch. Chain 1, make another puff stitch. Chain 1, make a puff stitch. So we are decreasing. We are doing the decrease method. That's why we made a single crochet on the first space. On my last space, I'm going to make a puff stitch like that, and then I'm going to chain 1 and turn around. You see? So I'm decreasing this side and this side. I don't know if you can see the same thing that I did here. So guys, I did 4 rows, 1 2 3 4 with the decrease. Now we're going to increase. We want to create this shape over here, from here to here. So we're going to start increasing. I will turn around. This is my 5th row now from the stitch marker. On my 5th row, I'm not going to decrease or make the single crochet. I'm just going to make a puff stitch immediately, and I'm going to do that. So this is where I did my increase on this part where I made my single stitch. I'm going to insert my another puff stitch, then like that. See, this makes 1 2 3 4 5 6 20. Row 6 and row 5 and row 6, I made 7 puff stitches. I just had to count because I want them to be exactly like this other side, and if I don't do that, then I'll be confused. So now on my row 7, I'm going to start increasing, and this is how I did my increase, by the way. I just made my first puff stitch on that very first one, Then I squeezed this puff stitch on the other side so that I can make another puff stitch on the same stitch. Then I did the single crochet. Not a single crochet, sorry. I chained one and did the puff stitch, normal puff stitch on this other side. Then I'm going to do another puff stitch here. I'm trying to make an increase, so just doing my best to make sure that there is some increase there. Then I'll turn around, and on this first space I'm going to make double puff stitches. See, I made my increase and I've made my increase here. So again, I'm going in and make normal puff stitches until the end of the row. So guys, I went ahead and made 5 rows of the increases from here. You see, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of increasing. So now we want to create this outer space, this bralette, this part over here. And yeah, decreasing is still the same method that I showed you, which is turning around. We're going to turn around like that, and then on this first part here we're going to make a single crochet, chain one, and then this is our decrease this side, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So I went ahead and did my decrease as usual, which is like that. That, and then on my very last stitch here, I'll show you how I did it. Here I'm going to make that space, I'm going to make a single like that, then turn around. On this first we'll make a single crochet, chain one. That's how we're going to decrease.
Think you've spotted a vampire? Drop your answer in the comments before time runs out.
Like that. And then on this part here, single crochet and the puff stitch, we're going to make another.
The correct answer is C. Look closely at student.
Turn around
If you pay attention to her,
and make a single crochet, chain one, and that's how we're going to decrease until you're left with only one puff. I'm going to see you there. I'm going to chain one. I'm going to make a single crochet like that. So chain one, and then I'm going to make a puff stitch like that. You see, this is how I have these two beautiful sides like that. Now I'm going to make single crochets until you turn around the waistline. Somewhere here you're going to make single crochets, and this is how. So you're going to make like that now. Okay, this is what I'm going to make. Yeah, it's going to look like this. So guys, this is the results when you make the single crochet. You see how it looks. You see the difference from here and here. You see, and it makes the outfit look more finished. So now we're going at the back here, and even here at the back you're going to make single crochet as normal. Go ahead and just make like that, and this one too, like that, and this one too, like that, like that. So you're going to do that until here, and then repeat this side to this side like that until you finish your project. So guys, we're at the tip here. This is where we're going to make our strand that is going to hold our dress and our boobs. So I'm going to make a space where we can make our strand very nice. So which is, I'm going to chain one. Once I arrive at the top, I'm going to chain one like that, and then I turn around to this other side and I keep doing my normal single stitches like that. It's so hard to know where you're going to place your single stitch, you see, but yeah, just do it. Just try to find a way to do it. It's so pretty, it looks so finished, it looks like a very classy dress in a very sexy way. Anyway, I created a space here that I think I'll do 2 chains instead of 1 chain. So let's repeat that. Instead of 1 chain, 1, 2, let's do 3, sorry, and then like that. So you have that space where you can make your own strand to the other side. So keep on doing your single stitches until we reach on this other side. We also chain 3, and then we make a slip knot, and then we are done with the dress.
Nanti kan masih kulit.
Oh iya. Ini ukimbia kamu ya mia. Sini punya